Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I just wanted to do a little chatty get ready with me. I wanted to chit chat, hang out, play with some new makeup, and I had a lot of fun today. I love how this look turned out and I'm excited to show you what I used, how I did it, and just hang out with you. Before we get into the video itself, as far as my accessories go, this is just an old basic choker. These earrings are Spooky Doodle Club, and this ring is from a boutique in New York from forever ago. And my nail polish of the day is from Mooncat. And I also just got this shirt from Etsy. All right, so without further ado, let's just hop in and play with some makeup. All right, friends, I am very excited to dive in, play with some of the goodies I got and acquired on the Creators and Friends trip. I just wanted to hang out, chit chat, do my makeup, all that fun stuff. So we're gonna dive in. I did already prime before I did my brows because I always do that. I want my primer to have time to sink into the skin. So I started using this that I got on the trip, the Undefined Beauty R&R Sun Elixir Glow Oil. I feel like this is just a good kind of like it's definitely skincare, but it makes my skin feel so prepped for makeup. I've used this the last 2 days and so far so good. And then I just layered some of my Milk Makeup Cloud Glow primer that I've already had, just for some extra something before I did my brows. And now I'm prepped and ready to go. Although I do need a lip something. So let's try this one from City Beauty. It's the City Lips Overnight Lip Oil. So it's probably meant to be a nighttime situation, but I'm gonna use it right now anyway. Just get my lips nice and nourished for the duration of my makeup today. So I wanna first go in with my foundation. I'm using the Salt New York one. It's in like this balm kind of format. I used it yesterday and so far I really like it. I used it with a sponge yesterday, but I want to try a brush today because there's this brush set from Sigma coming out. It's the Soft Coverage Brush Collection. I don't know off the top of my head when this comes out. I think it launches sometime soon. So just stay tuned for like Instagram posts and stuff like that. But I think I'll try the F48 for my foundation today. And I believe this is in shade N13. It's whatever the lightest is. So I'm just gonna go in with my brush here and start just applying it. This is gonna be a little bit more of like a lighter kind of coverage. It's not gonna be crazy intense full coverage, but that is exactly what I like. I feel like this feels just really soft and lightweight and looks really pretty on the skin. I feel like it lasted really well for me yesterday, so I wanna keep it going. As soon as I heard of this brand and this product, I was like, I think this could potentially become a favorite of mine just based on what I already know that I like, so very excited about that. And the owner, Kiki was at the event, and Kiki is just the most beautiful soul in the world. So funny, so cool. It was truly a pleasure. Everything about that human being I'm obsessed with. The trip overall was so fun. My vlog from it should already be up by the time this video goes up. But it was just the most fun. I didn't get to go to Charleston last year because I already had trips planned around that time. So I'm so glad I got invited again and got to go this time. It was the best experience. It's like so hard to even explain how wonderful it was if you weren't there. It's so unlike anything I've ever done before. It was so positive, so uplifting, just such an amazing group of people. I am just so honored that I got to go. Everyone was just so kind. I felt so loved. I feel like everyone felt so loved. It was just such a wonderful, beautiful environment, and I really hope I get to go to future ones next year because it was just a blast. I'm so grateful. Samantha and Simbri did such a great job organizing the event, and I'm just so glad I got to be a part of it. I just feel like this looks so pretty on the skin. It looks so skin-like, so lightweight and so beautiful. Continuing on with Salt New York, I'm going to go in with the concealer one now. And there's a concealer brush in this collection. It's the F72, so I'm gonna go in with that and conceal a little bit. I was honestly terrified to go on this trip. Like if you talk to like Allie Dawson or Linda, you know, because Allie and I were basically freaking out like leading up to it, like from the moment we got invited until we actually went. We were so nervous. It was just, I don't know, out of our comfort zones, but Linda from Glitter Fallout kept assuring us, she's like, you are gonna have such a fun time. I had the best time last year. And it really was. It was so fun. Like from the moment we got there, it was just nothing but amazing. I just can't even tell you how amazing everybody I met was. I wish I could have gotten to like get to know more people longer, but we only had a couple days and there were a lot of people there. I think it was like 36 or 38 people. So not really able to completely like form this like major friendship with every person, but even just like brief conversations I had with people, I feel like were just so good. Everyone was so incredibly kind. I'm really liking this concealer too. It's just, again, just so pretty and natural looking. I love that like soft dewy finish. It's so pretty. I want to use the bronzer now in my little palette. It's in the shade Taupe. And I'll use the new soft angled cheek brush, the F43 from that Sigma collection. I'd asked on Instagram if anyone had any like questions about like the trip or how it worked or anything like that. And I feel like I got kind of the same general questions from people. People really wanted to know just like how it works in general. Basically, it was just Samantha Marsh and Simbri came up with this idea last year for this event for these smaller creators to just like get together and not only like network and share ideas, but to also just genuinely hang out without the pressure of like a brand trip. Because yes, there were like brands there, like brands gifted products, some brands sponsored like dinners and helped contribute toward like the housing and like snacks in the house and stuff like that. But there was no requirements. Like I could have gone on this trip and not said a single word to anybody if I wanted to. Obviously I was excited to share the trip with you. I usually vlog most things in my life and I test out makeup as part of my livelihood. So obviously I was super excited to just go and share it with you, but we did not have to. We didn't have any posting requirements, unlike typical brand trips where, yeah, you may get invited to something, but you're expected to do XYZ thing, which I get, but those are usually also reserved for much larger creators. I'm really liking this brush set. Like I said, I tried out these products with my sponge yesterday and they were good, but I feel like with these brushes in particular, these products are looking amazing. But it's just such a cool idea. I love that us as smaller creators, everyone from like teeny tiny to like in the 100,000 range, like we got to get together and get to know each other, not only as creators, but as just genuine people. Everyone, again, was just so kind. I cannot stress that enough. Like there was not, I don't feel like an ounce of drama that I saw at least. It was so pleasant. I love the way the house was divided too. It was set into like basically 3 levels. Like I think that building acts as probably 3 different Airbnbs because there's passcodes to get to each floor. But we were kind of separated, I think, based off our sleep schedules that we included in a survey a long time ago. So all of us that like to go to bed early and wake up early, we were on the 3rd floor. And I swear, it was just the best group of us. Like we all meshed so perfectly. We truly were all on the same exact like sleep schedule. It was perfect. I'm astounded at how pretty my skin looks. Like, catch me using this foundation and concealer exclusively for a long time. These are so pretty. I'm really happy I got to get introduced to this brand. And I did try out my blush and highlighter yesterday. They were pretty for sure, but I want to use something else. Surat was one of the brands there. And I want to try this liquid blush. It's in the shade Barba Papa. Looks like this cute pinky situation. Has like this clipper, just like that. So I'm just gonna, oof. Do I want to use a sponge or a brush? I might just try using the same brush I just used. Ooh, that feels cold. Oh my goodness. So let's just dab it out maybe. I feel like my voice is still a little gone just from all the laughter over the last week. I feel like it's still a little squeaky sounding, so ignore me. Oh, that's pretty. That's nice. It's soft. It blends out really, really soft. Because it looks like neon pink, which you know I would have loved that too. But it blends out really nice. So maybe if you're scared of blush, this could be a really good liquidy blush to try out because this seems to blend in like with such ease. I barely have to do anything. I got asked from people if there was anyone that like surprised me or anyone I was like super excited to meet. I can't say anyone like surprised me in the sense that like, ooh, they are not like how I pictured. If anything, everyone just surprised me in the sense that like, I just can't get over how well everyone got along. Like, it was just so good. Like when that many people are together, like you just never know, but it went so well. It was so nice seeing friends that like I'm already friends with and meeting new people. Again, Kiki, who owns Salt New York, I adore. Amira was an absolute angel. I loved Erica with my entire being. I got to meet Jen from Jen Loves and she was so incredibly sweet and just so uplifting and positive. I got to meet Molly from Makeup Molly. She was the cutest little bean. I love her. Finally got to meet like Amy Loves Makeup and Makeup Just for Fun and Lauren May Beauty, and I just love everyone. Kelly Gooch is so stunning. I'm not gonna be able to remember to say every single person because I'm obsessed with all of them. Everyone is just so nice, so cool. I love Samantha March and Simbri. They're both so beautiful. Everyone is just incredible. It was such a cool experience. My skin is looking pretty good. I feel like my skin just looks like skin. It looks nice. I'm gonna set my under eyes. I'm gonna use the Sigma Vanilla Bean Loose Powder. This was in our goodie bags, and I'd used this in the past, but I'd kind of forgotten about it, so I'm kind of excited to have it again. I guess I'll try out one of these other brushes. This is the Precision Powder. So I'll try setting my under eyes with this. I've been using a powder puff lately, so we'll see how this goes. This might not be my vibe since I'm in my powder puff era right now. I had a lot of people ask me how tall I am. Because if you saw my pictures on Instagram, like all the nights we were dressed up, I had my big, tall, stompy, naked wolf boots on. And I'm already fairly tall for like a girl. I'm like sitting right between 5'8" and 5'9". And with my boots, I'm probably well over 6 feet tall. And then like pictures I took with like Allie specifically, for instance, she's like 0 feet tall. So in comparison, I look like the Jolly Green Giant next to her. But I am right in between 5'8" and 5'9". People were like, are you literally 12 feet tall? It sure felt like it compared to some of my friends. Absolutely, yes. I had people ask me what brands were there. And I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna be able to remember to rattle them all off. But at the end of the Creators and Friends vlog, even if you're not interested in like vloggy content, the last like pretty much half of the video is like the haul of everything that I got from that trip. So I would recommend that if you want like super curious on like what we got and the brands and stuff like that. But like Sigma was a big part of it, City Beauty, Undefined Beauty, Self-Made. Angela Bright was there in the flesh, and she's the most gorgeous human being in the entire world. But she also like gave everyone a pair of lashes, which I'm already obsessed with her lashes, so I'm always happy to have more. Fantasy Cosmetica donated some stuff. Cleona donated some stuff. Surratt was one of the brands we got to actually meet. They were super kind. Cleona was there as well, the two sisters that founded the brand. We got to do like a little nail polish mixing class with them, and that was the most fun thing in the world. We got to each make our own like 3 custom shades, and it was so fun. I was like, why do I want to like make nail polish now? It was so fun. We got to meet the owners of Sigma as well. We had like a big formal dinner with them, kind of celebrating the upcoming new Cool Neutrals palette that I'm gonna play with today. They were so nice. I feel like all the girls that work there, like for like the PR team, are just like the most stunning, like model-esque human beings, and they were so sweet, so kind. Unearthly sponsored a dinner. The owner wasn't there physically, but she gave some products. We chatted about the new collection, all that fun stuff, which that's getting sent to us because it wasn't like physically ready yet. So I do want to play with that as soon as it arrives. Like that brush worked really nicely for like setting these little nooks and crannies actually. I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously Salt New York was there. I'm like trying to look at my table if I'm forgetting anything. I very well might be forgetting something. It was a lot, and I'm so incredibly grateful. It's like surreal to me that I got to be a part of this. It was just so cool. Literally like a life-changing experience. I'm gonna go in with my freckles now. I don't want to go crazy. I just want like a couple little cuties. Nothing too wild. Yeah, honestly, maybe just that. Like, I just want like a literal couple. Just kind of dust it around. I don't know what I want to do for highlighter yet. I might just use whatever shadow I use in my inner corner. So I'm just going to hold off on that for now. I'm going to spray my face with my almost gone Rare Beauty setting spray, and then I'll move on to the eyes. And by the way, I also linked all the creators that went on this trip in my vlog as well. So if you're curious about every single person that went, go check out that video, go follow them, because everyone was just, again, so cool. Oh my gosh, Miranda from Slash Beauty, I feel like is gonna be my new best friend of all time. We just gelled together so much. Like we had moments where we're like, you like to read? You like cats? You're a Swiftie? Like it just like kept building. She was the cutest little angel. I love her. I need to like go visit her ASAP. Oh, I also have a brow gel from Surratt. Is it this one? Is it you? It's weird. It like looks like this little toothbrushy guy. And it's like dries clear, and it's supposed to keep your brows in place. I'll be honest, I tried this yesterday. I don't know if this is strong enough for my brows, but I wanted to try it a few more times just to see. I need something that's like super glue for my brows. This might be a little not quite there, but I love this brush. I don't know why more brow gels don't come in a brush like this teeny little toothbrush. This is fantastic. Okay, moving on to the eyes. I already primed with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, and I'm gonna go in with the Cool Neutrals palette now. I'm really excited about this. I love this packaging. The owner was saying she themed it around like an agate, and it's just so cool. And it's not like a completely cool tone palette. Like I definitely saw some people when we were all posting about it saying like, this is not like a cool tone palette. I feel like it's very much like a half and half. Like this half is leaning more cool, and then we get to the warmer half. But for me, even the warmer half isn't like warm. It's more like dusty, muted warm. So even though it's not cool, I feel like it balances really well. I don't know. I think this is really aesthetically pleasing. I think it matches like the colors on like the packaging really well. And I think it was laid out beautifully. And I think Sigma has really good shadows. They're maybe not like my #1 favorite brand to use for eyeshadows, but I think their stuff is nice and I'm excited to dive in. So let's do just that. I think I want to start, maybe just go ahead and start with Fossil. I kind of want to stick to like these 6. I feel like that's kind of what matches my shirt today. So I want to do that first. I'm going to use the Sigma E40 brush. I'm just going to grab in and I'm going to just fluff in the outer corner and just kind of blend it out. Cute. I also just love seeing like the excitement of you guys, like who are commenting and like reacting to just every one of us being together. It just like warms my heart that like you guys find excitement in us being excited and like spending time together. I thought that was really cool. So just thank you for being like excited for us. Like that means a lot. You have no idea. And like I went and like kind of went out of my comfort zone a little bit and like posted like lots of pictures on my Instagram, which I don't usually do, especially including like kind of like outfitty related pictures on like what I was wearing to the dinners. And the level of kindness you guys showed me was so sweet. And thank you so much. I've always been like nervous to post like, I don't know, pictures of like what I'm wearing and stuff, but you guys were so nice. And I felt so hyped up. I had some really cool dresses from like Dressed in Lala and Foxblood. And it made me feel really good that I got some hype about it because that made me feel good. I'm a self-conscious being, okay? And that made me feel happy. The brand owner of Sigma also gave us some like, not like sneak peeks, like we didn't see anything or get like actual like confirmation of things, but she kind of teased some things that are coming in the future and I'm very excited to say the least. I want to go in with Talisman now, that like kind of weird purple. I want to use this E33 brush from Sigma, I think. Actually, do I? I don't. I actually want to use the dual-ended brush that comes in the palette. It's the E38 on the blendy side. I want this kind of more focused in the outer corner than that first shade was. Like the first one I brought kind of all the way in. This one I want more focused just out here. And I'm just kind of lightly building it up and blending it into that pink. And I'll kind of pop a little bit on this lower lash line. I am going to do a little bit of a winged liner today just because I have one from Surratt that I want to test out. So I want very much like an angled kind of look. I guess I didn't really talk about the location yet, but it was in New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans before. I went a couple years ago. It was fun, but it was honestly not a place that I was like, I need to come back here. Like it was kind of a one and done for me. But obviously I was excited about this trip regardless. And I was kind of glad that it was at a place that I've been before. Cause like there was some time to go like venture out and explore and do our own thing. But there was just like a lot of like scheduled things like brunches and dinners and activities and stuff like that. So I was glad that I got to like really full on partake in the actual like event. And I wasn't stressed about going to like visit the city because I've been before, but it was really nice. The weather was beautiful when we were there. I want to now go in with Onyx, this, I guess, kind of like, I can't tell if it's black or just really dark gray. We're about to find out. But I want to go in with the Sigma E42. It's kind of like a small, kind of fluffy, almost like a fluffy pencil brush. And again, I just want to kind of keep this focused against those lashes. Kind of create a smokiness before I go in with my liner. I want it to just blend in with what I already have going on. I spent literally hours yesterday. Well, for one, 2 days ago, I spent hours just simply unboxing everything that we got. And then yesterday I spent hours like filming like swatches and stuff for upcoming videos. It was intense, but it got me so excited to like actually test everything out on my face. So many cool things. I'm just gonna kind of go back down the line of what I just did just to blend everything out more. Allie was my roommate on the trip, which worked out perfect because we're already like really good friends in real life. Like she's one of my best friends at this point. I spent the night with her the night before so that we could fly out together. And she was just the best travel buddy. We both have never like flown without our husbands before. So it was really nice to have each other. I feel like we meshed really well. Like we traveled really well together. We'd been on a trip already with our husbands a couple months ago. We took a little weekend cruise, and I mean, that was fine. But it being just her and I also went really well. Like we had just, I don't know, it just felt like sleepover summer camp vibes, all of us. It was just so cute. Just being able to like wake up and have our coffees together. It was just so fun. I love getting to see Linda again. I literally talk to her every single day on Marco Polo, and it was just so nice to see her again, like in the flesh. Rachel, I adore as well. Like I've been getting so close to her over the last few months. We all hung out, me, Allie, and Rachel, a few days before the trip actually, because we all live fairly near each other. And she was right next door to us on the trip, and it was just so nice to like get to know her even more too, and just feel that extra sense of closeness. I just feel so comfortable with those girls. They're just the absolute best. It was so nice seeing Leah again. I stayed in a room with her back in September. We did like a Disney trip with some YouTube friends, and it was just so nice seeing her again. I forgot how much I love her and how much I missed her. I want to go in with some shimmer now, so I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer first of all. I'm just going to use this little Sigma E55 brush. I'm just gonna plop this all over the lids. It was really cool just getting to like meet some of these brand owners that like I've been a fan of for a while. Like Surratt was new to me, but it was still really cool meeting the brand owners. But like Cleona I've loved for years, and Sigma I've loved for a long time as well. I was kind of late to the game testing them out, but last year I really fell in love with so much of their stuff. Like I realized how amazing their brushes are, and I love their complexion products, and it was just really cool to like put faces to these brands and like get to talk to them like they're real human beings, because I mean that's what they are. I want to go in with Thunder first. I want that to just be kind of like in the outer corner. I'm just gonna go and kind of tippy tap that. Again, just kind of in this lower outer corner of my eye, kind of following that angle a little bit. I just like, I can't say it enough how grateful and thankful I am that I got to do this. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that you guys care about my content, I probably wouldn't have been a part of this. So thank you as well for caring about me and watching my videos and helping me get to this point in life, because I literally never would have thought this would be possible. Oh, I do remember somebody asked me like how you get involved with something like this. And I know it's just like you get invited in. I think you can potentially like go to the creators and friends Instagram and like reach out to them. Like, I don't know if they have an email or something, and kind of just put yourself out there. I know like just, it kind of like sprouts off. And again, there were people that were like much bigger than me and people that were like teeny tiny. There was like such a good mix of people. It wasn't all people that were like already friends with each other. Like there was a mixture of people who've never like done anything like this before. So it really could be anyone as far as I know. I can't tell you exactly how to like be a part of this in the future. I just think you have to like get on someone's radar, like reach out, talk to them. I'm just hoping I get invited in the future too, because it was the best. But at the same time, I'm 1000% okay with not going on every trip if it means other people get to go on every trip. Because Samantha did even tell me, she's like, this was very big. Don't know if we'll go this big again in the future, because it was a lot for them. It went down so well, but I can understand wanting to scale it back a bit. I want to go in with Laguna next. I kind of want to try to use my finger. My nails are just so long right now. I'm just going to kind of tippy tap this on my lid. These shadows are really, really pretty. I feel like they're really sparkly. I feel like when I wear Sigma eyeshadows, I just feel pretty. There's something about them that just make me feel lovely. Just gonna make sure that is all fluffing out nicely. I feel like I really grungified this look. Leave it to me. I think for the inner corner slash maybe my face highlight, I want to use polished. I'm just gonna use the E54 side of that dual-ended brush from the palette. Just like a nice wet looking kind of thing. Might be too dark as a face highlight though. Yeah, I take it back. I'm not gonna use that as my face highlight. It's a little too dark for my skin. It's really pretty as a grungy inner corner though. I like that. So maybe I'll just go in with my Salt New York cream highlighter. I believe it's in the shade Pearl. I'm just gonna use my finger. I'm just gonna kind of lightly tippy tap. I'm very picky about cream highlighters, but I feel like this one's really pretty. I feel like it melts into the skin really nice and gives a really nice like glow without it picking up stuff and moving it around. and without it looking too subtle, because I feel like cream highlighters are just so subtle that it's almost like, what's the point? All right, I just feel like my skin is looking good. My eyes are looking good. Let's play with some liner now. I have this liner from Surratt. We'll see how this goes. You never know when you try a new liner. But I don't want anything huge, just like a subtle little wing. Just something to add a little bit of extra something to the outer corner. And really, I only want it to be like a half wing. I want it to kind of fade in about halfway, and I'll fill her in. It's always so incredibly hard for me to do this on camera. And I'm just kind of like perfecting this tip in this shape. Kind of sort of something like that. I think that's the best I can do for now. I'm gonna do the other eye, make sure they match. All right, I'm not mad at that liner. It's pretty black. I did both eyes without it drying out before I could get to the other eye. The tip's really tiny. I'm not mad at that at all. I think that's as close to even as those are gonna get. Just gonna tight line my upper waterline. I'm gonna use Fiery Fierce from Colourpop for the rest of my waterline. I feel like that kind of matches my lid decently. Oh, I really like this look. I think it's like grungy glamorous. I'm just gonna off camera throw all my mascara and lashes really quick. I'm gonna try this City Beauty one, Beyond Mascara, and then throw on my Bright Lashes Flutter Lashes. Although I guess I'll show you what the mascara looks like before I put on my lashes. I feel like this mascara is pretty decent. Like, it doesn't make my lashes look insanely long, but it's fine. My lashes just are very straight and short and stubby. Unless it's like an intense waterproof mascara, they're probably gonna droop. So I kind of expected that, but for it being just a regular mascara, I think it's kind of nice. I'm not mad at that at all. Made my lower lashes look really cute too, and that matters, especially because I'm gonna put lashes on. So I'm gonna put my Bright Lashes Flutters on now. One of my probably most used pairs of lashes ever, and I'm happy to have a fresh pair. I've had glued chillin' on my lash band and my lash line itself for like 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna stick these guys on. Having liner always makes life easier because you don't have to be as precise, and it'll work out because you have liner to kind of hide any imperfections. But these are just the cutest. And a half lash is so comfortable. Like, I do love a big, bold, full lash, don't get me wrong, but I am a half lash girly through and through now. They're just so comfy. They're so easy to put on. They don't poke you in the inner corner of your eye. If you can aim it correctly, that is. They're just cute. So I'm gonna let those stick and dry, and while I do that, I want to try out one of the City Beauty plumping lip glosses. This one's in the shade Crimson. We got 3 shades. We got like a clear, this one, and like a shimmery pink. I'll probably do a lip swatch video for like Reels and YouTube Shorts. If it's not already up, it's probably coming soon. Let's maybe go with this pencil, maybe. Ooh, actually, maybe this one from Freck, number 2. I really like these Freck pencils. I feel like the lip oil did pretty decent. Like, my lips feel soft, but they're not like sticky anymore. So it sunk in pretty nice. When I line, I kind of mostly focus in the middle. I feel like if I do too much in my outer corners, it looks a little wrong. And then I'll just kind of blend it out with my finger. I like this shade of pencil specifically because it's kind of like a My Lips, but better. Kind of something like that. Now I'm gonna go in with this City Beauty Plumping Gloss in Crimson. I gotta say, when I was swatching these yesterday, they're not my favorite smell. They smell a little yucky. So I'm gonna see how bad it is on my actual lips. Because if it's something I can't handle, then this just won't be for me. That's a lot of pigment though, wow. It's like, did I even need a lip liner with how pigmented these are? Probably not. I thought it'd be more sheer. City Beauty did also send us like a body lotion that I'm loving. It's like a body balm or something like that, and like a moisturizer, and I'm loving both of those so much. So even if these glosses aren't gonna be my favorite thing, I have some other things that I think are gonna become like ultimate favorites because they just feel so nice. I feel like the scent isn't so strong when it's actually on my lips, and I think that's actually a really cute color. I think it goes with this look kind of nicely too, I gotta say. I'm just gonna finish squishing these lashes down and getting them looking perfect. We're pretty much done. Thanks so much for watching my video. I had a lot of fun today. I think my makeup turned out really nice. I think my skin looks really pretty. I'm loving this eye look, and I think pretty much everything I tested out worked out really well today. The lip plumper is starting to like feel that tingly feeling. It's not the most intense lip plumper I've ever used, but I feel like it's doing the job and it looks pretty, so happy about that. But just again, thank you so much for being here and hanging out and watching. It means the world to me. I would love to hear your thoughts on just everything I talked about, everything I used. Have you tried any of these yourself? Do you want any of them? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave, ooh, I don't know. Why don't you leave an animal emoji? And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. If you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN there as well. You can also subscribe. I'm posting most days over here. You can also join my channel memberships. Link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.